This goes out to all the women in the world, especially her. You know it don't even matter your age, don't even matter your color. Yo fellas, I ain't forget about y'all. This is for everybody that like the things. Just listen to what I'm saying and do it and take a chance. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put yours, then I put mine. Then we can dip down low and roll it grind. Just get on the floor like I said before. Y'all remember that down low. Just put a little dip with it. Now roll those hips with it. Pop it, push it, rock it, roll it. Can't control it, I come hold it. It's all in fun, so take a chance. Just get on the floor and do that dance, y'all. I know you like it, so don't try to fight it. Turn around, baby, let me see you from the back. Yeah, I like it like that. Get up now, roll those hips. Drop down, double up on those dips. Freak nasty, wanna see, can y'all do this right? I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put yours, then I put mine. Then we can dip down low and roll it grind. Back again with the second verse. It's all clean, so I'm not gonna curse. Drop a bass like a bad habit. Love all women, cause I gotta have it. Coming at y'all in stereo. I'm riding that thing like a rodeo. Hang on, baby, cause the ride is rough, and I got my girls in the front. Now and later, just bumping that rump. Raise it up, let me see that brown. Slap it, girl, make it jiggle around. Round and round that rump goes. Where it stop, yo, no one knows, yeah. Freak nasty, wanna see, can y'all do this right? I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put yours, then I put mine. Then we can dip down low and roll it grind.
Well, all right, y'all. All right, y'all. If you ain't dipping, you must be tripping. If you ain't doing it down low, gots to go. Gots to go. So the people that moving slow, just moving slow. Yo, DJ, pump it up some more.
It's off to the show in a limo. Before the show, I gotta get that dough. Pay them girls what they worth. Slip that money under that skirt. Take it out, baby, let me see. You might get a little more Lucci. G-string, having oh so much fun. Playing inside between them buns. Shorty got it going on like Marvin. Teasing me and she know I'm starving. Lick you up, then lick you down. I ain't finished, girl, turn around. Lick you up and down your back, cause I'm that freak, I'm freaky like that. Freak nasty, wanna see, can y'all do this right? I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put yours, then I put mine. Then we can dip down low and roll it grind. I'm setting it off to another level. You digging freak nasty without a shovel. This is my world. I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut. So what's up, yo DJ? When the party's getting slow, drawing this jam and watch that flow get taken over like in '94. When I had the whole world getting down low. New Orleans born, ATL living. Freak nasty is what I'm giving. My juice is sweet like Georgia peaches. Women suck it up like leeches. It feels so good, you must admit you like this. Yeah, y'all know the song. So come on, won't you sing it? I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip.
All right, folks, how we doing tonight? How are we all doing? People in the chat saying happy birthday. Yes, thank you very much for that. It is indeed my birthday. That's why I'm off. The box factory did not explode. It is, it's presumably going just fine, though I don't know that for certain. But everything's presumably going fine there. No, I just took my birthday off. I had a nice birthday dinner really nice Mexican place in the area. I got my hair cut. Went to the comic book store, although I didn't have anything in my box. I'm not really subscribed to that much stuff these days. I'm really not. So, figured I'd stream. Figured we'd all chat. Yes, that's right, folks. Great forklift massacre going on there. That could be. I don't know. I don't know what I'll be walking back into tomorrow. Who knows? Alrighty. So, I don't really have anything planned. I don't know if I'm going to try and watch anything or not. My internet's a little unstable tonight. Still having some intermittent internet problems. So maybe we won't watch anything. Maybe we'll just chat. Just have a nice, quiet little chat. And yes, indeed, it is my birthday. If you'd like to throw some coin at the Bulbasaur for his birthday, streamlabs.com/thebulbasaur. PayPal.com, the Beckloff. Streamlabs.com/thebecloff. PayPal.me/Beckloff. There's also a link to my Amazon wishlist in the description. So, make with them shekels there, pay pigs. Make with them shekels. And we'll start a pagan cult. I kind of want to watch it, but I don't want to play a video right now. I think this potato laptop with my shit internet connection won't handle it tonight. But Owen Benjamin has a legit stalker. The Revenge of the Sith guy's been covering it a lot. Some 69-year-old crazy bitch drove out there and just hung out by his P.O. box until he showed up to pick up all the stuff, and he just wanted nothing to do with her. And then she snapped, and she hates him now and all. And she is Owen Benjamin's fucking insane. There's no doubt about that, but she makes Owen Benjamin look sane. She's crazy on a whole different fucking level. And it's very fun. We'll probably watch that maybe this weekend. My internet will be okay enough that we can watch that. Who knows? Assuming I'm not working Saturday. They've been killing me with overtime here lately. But we might watch that Saturday. Probably not tonight, though. I don't think we're going to really watch anything tonight. Probably just going to bullshit, interact with you folks in the chat, ramble on about nonsense. Maybe we'll talk about how the left has stolen Lola Bunny's glorious titties. Can we talk about that? All the furries mad. Lola Bunny's glorious furry milkers are now gone. 'Cause of the left. Thanks, Obama. Never forget what they took from you. I should have thrown some Lola Bunny memes up in the...
Have you heard of Jesus?
Brendan sends $10. Thank you very much. Says, Happy Spirit Journey Formation Anniversary, man. That's a good Aqua Teen reference. I appreciate that. But yeah, in Space Jam 2, Lola Bunny is a little less sexualized, shall we say, than the first one. And that's it. Now I don't want to see Space Jam 2. I wasn't going to. That's a terrible fucking idea from the get-go. I like Space Jam. I like the first Space Jam. It's a fun movie. Is it fucking high art? Of course not. It's Bugs Bunny playing fucking basketball with Michael Jordan. Of course not. It's basic. There were popular commercials like that at the time. I don't even remember what they were for. Probably Nike or some shit. And they just decided, let's make a movie out of that. That's a fucking terrible idea. But somehow it came out fun. It really was fun. Space Jam 2, I kept hearing, there was a meme for a long time, they should do Space Jam 2 with LeBron James and the Tiny Toons or something like that. And then Warner Brothers was like, yeah, we'll do that. Minus the Tiny Toons. That would have at least been a legit new spin on it. Bring back the fucking Tiny Toons. But no, it's just, now LeBron James is going to play basketball with Bugs Bunny. It's like, I don't really think you understand why Space Jam worked. Look, Michael Jordan was such a fucking star for more than just the fact that he was a basketball player. Look, he was certainly at the time the greatest basketball player in the history of that sport. There's no doubt. You could certainly argue that LeBron James is at least as good as him. Some even argue better. I don't know. You know, to quote that line from that one movie whose name I forget. You know, call me when LeBron has 5 rings. Is that your only argument? It's the only argument I need. But see, the thing is, Michael Jordan was a star on and off the court for more than just the fact that he was good at bouncing a fucking basketball. Michael Jordan was charming and likable. LeBron James is neither one of those things. Like, at the end of the day, is he a very, very talented and gifted athlete? Absolutely. Can't take that away from him. But would you want to hang out with LeBron James? Probably not. I mean, maybe, because I'm sure he's got, you know, I'm sure he's got all sorts of hookups for all sorts of illicit fun. Other than that, though, I don't see LeBron James playing basketball with Bugs Bunny being quite the draw that Michael Jordan playing basketball with Bugs Bunny was. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like, people liked Michael Jordan. Nobody really likes LeBron James, okay? People like watching him play basketball, sure, but, like, he's not likable. He doesn't, like, people went to go see Space Jam who had no fucking interest in basketball. Let me put it that way. People liked Michael Jordan who had no fucking interest in basketball. There was a lot of guys around that time that were just coming out of the NBA that were just very, very likable. Shaquille O'Neal, Charles Barkley, you know. These guys were just very likable, you know. Larry Bird, hell, even Dennis Rodman was, I mean, he was an outrageous train wreck of a dude at the time. But all he was doing was goofy shit like wearing a dress or something, you know. He wasn't actively pissing people off like, you know, fuck Whitey. Taking a knee, that kind of shit. So no, I don't see LeBron James having quite the draw. As for the Lola redesign, I mean, yeah, it is indicative of the fact that, you know, everything has to be uglier now, but it's not even the first time that character got a redesign. That character appeared first in Space Jam, as far as I know. I mean, I was something of a Looney Tunes fan as a kid, even up until the time Space Jam came out. I believe that character was original for that movie. However, she's been reused in a lot of shit ever since. Like, you might remember from probably maybe 10 years ago now. Christ, I'm getting old. But there was a show on Cartoon Network called The Looney Tunes Show, and it was recasting a lot of famous Looney Tune characters in kind of a sitcom format. Like, Bugs and Daffy were like an odd couple roommate and shit. It was actually pretty fucking funny. And Lola was like a crazy fucking stalker who was like obsessed with Bugs, but Bugs kind of wanted nothing to do with her. I think Kristen Wiig did the voiceover at that point, and it was very funny. Again, the Looney Tunes show was pretty fucking funny. So it's not even the first time a character got a redesign. So he said Charles Barkley is about as base as you can get without being Larry Elder or Thomas Howell. Yeah, Barkley has said some pretty base shit. There's no getting around that. You know. By the way, if you have a chance, you should read the Charles Barkley versus Godzilla comic book from the 90s. It's fucking bonkers. It's just absolutely bonkers. Did I hear something about rabbit boobs? That's right, chat. We're talking about rabbit boobs. We're getting into the hard fucking important issues of the day. All right. They took away Lola's boobies, and we should all be mad. We should all fucking be mad. Never forget what they took from you. Never forget. So he says, interesting tidbit about Lola. She originally was supposed to be a revamp of a character called Honey Bunny, who they had used in advertising throughout the 70s and 80s and figured they'd do a new one. I did not know that. I was unaware of that. Looney Tunes had quite the revival in the fucking 90s. Taz in particular had this huge fucking... Like, people forget the original Looney Tunes run. I'm going to call the original, let's say, like, the 30s. Because I think it was as early as the 30s. Might have just been the 40s, but I'm pretty sure there's official Looney Tunes stuff from the 30s. Whatever. Let's say the 30s to about the 50s. There was only, like, 3 Taz cartoons, like, ever. Like, he wasn't that big of a fucking deal among these characters. But, man, in the 90s, he was fucking huge. There was a show called Tasmania. Even before, like, Tiny Toons or Animaniacs. Which wasn't good, by the way. Tasmania was not a good show. Even as a kid, I didn't like it. The Genesis game was decent, though. Let's see. Yes, that's right. Furries, chat. The furries are mad that they took Lola Bunny's titties from him. her honker donker boinky doinkies. Let's see. They actually tried other Space Jam sequels. Skate Jam, Spy Jam, but they never got off the ground. Like, did they make those, or were they just in development? Because I never fucking heard of those. I don't know. I'm not going to watch the Space Jam sequel. I don't think I'm going to watch it. I mean, it's a Warner Brothers movie, so maybe it'll just be, on, like, HBO Max for free. So maybe I'll watch it then, but probably not. I mean, it doesn't look like as bad as that. There's a fucking Tom and Jerry movie out now. Where it's just like live action and Tom and Jerry are just like poorly animated onto it. And it looks fucking awful. Like, just horrendously bad. Somebody says PayPal. Sent me some PayPal. Happy birthday. Well, thank you very much. I'll check, see how much that is. Appreciate it. Lola is personally responsible for a lot of furries. I don't know about that. You know what? There's always been, like, hot cartoon anthropomorphic animals, okay? Like, there's always been that, okay? Back in my day, you know, we had Gadget and Rescue Rangers. We had Princess Sally in the old Sonic cartoon. The only good Sonic cartoon. Like, there's been some, like, weird anthropomorphic animals that you could have a crush on. But see, back in my day, getting old here, but back in my day, what stopped us all from becoming furries, despite those earlier influences, is we would go out and fuck actual women once we came of age. See, the problem with, like, basically, like, everybody born after, like, the mid-90s is that you just don't do that anymore. You know, and that's how you fucking end up obsessing over this weird shit, over your fucking furry shit and your animu and stuff like that. That's how you end up doing that. Well, somebody sent me $37.85. I appreciate that. That's a very specific amount. But I assume that was T-Dubs. I appreciate that. Yeah, T-Dubs sent that to me. Very specific amount, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Maybe you sent like 40 as like a business and PayPal took it. I'm wondering why that amount. Is that some sort of code? I don't know. Is that like the new 1488? 3785? But yeah, that's kind of why I think all this furry shit happened. Like, again, there's always been, like, weirdly hot cartoon animal girls in fucking fiction. Okay, in cartoons. That hasn't been It's not a new thing. I mean, you can look at old fucking Golden Age Looney Tunes and find some fucking examples of that shit. All right. Canadian exchange rate. Okay. Well, thank you very much for it. Nonetheless, I wasn't throwing aspersions at you. I was just wondering why that amount. I mean, I'm certainly not going to complain about it. If somebody sent you $1 million and 1 cent, you'd probably be confused as to why the extra cent was on there, but you wouldn't be complaining. So he says, how do you know how much movies even gross when they're all streaming instead of theaters? Well, technically, they're not directly grossing anything then, I guess. Well, okay, I guess it depends on the model. Like Disney, when they put the new movie on Disney Plus, they hide it behind an additional paywall, which in all fairness, I'm going to say that's fair. Like they did that with the new Mulan. Now, I think that additional paywall should be like the cost of one ticket, not the $30 or $40 they fucking made it. That's fucking ridiculous when you're already paying for a streaming service. But HBO Max puts new like Warner Bros. Movies on there like same day as theater, no additional cost. So I guess directly it's not making any money so much as it's a feature that sells more HBO Max subscriptions. Like directly, for example, Stranger Things doesn't make any money. It just encourages more people to have Netflix, for example. Although I guess there is Stranger Things merchandise, but that's a whole different can of worms. But yeah, I to some extent I don't think we even know how many. Like, we'll probably never get official numbers on how many people even watched it. You know what I mean? But who knows? So he says Thundercats chick said she gets a lot of fans telling her she was the first crush. I could see that. Yeah, the cat girl in Thundercats is pretty hot. Again, like you don't have a lot of 80s kids that turn into fucking furries though. That's y'all youngins, all right? And again, like it's one thing to be like, "Oh, Lola Bunny is so hot." But then you get actual pussy and you move on to that. And Lola Bunny stays merely a sort of archetypal ideal in your head. You know, this abstract, literally cartoon of a woman. Because you've had actual pussy. That's a problem. All this sexual dysfunction, like, everybody wants to, oh, the porn did it. The porn. These kids with the porn. Fucking, they've been porn forever, alright? Y'all just wouldn't go out and talk to girls. I don't know why. I don't know what the fuck your problem was. You know, I'm not even necessarily blaming you, because I legitimately don't know what the fuck the problem was, okay? I mean, I was a dorky fucking chud in high school, and I did okay. I don't know what the fuck y'all's problem was. Right? But yeah, that's why there's the furry shit, in my opinion. Like, I don't think it's fair to blame these fucking cartoons. Like, fucking Space Jam didn't make you a furry, okay? So he says people get off on the abstract ideals themselves now. The Bulba says he likes the cheetah chick than Princess Sally. I mean, look, I'm just saying, you know, when you're like 10, 11 years old, you know, you might look at Princess Sally and have a bit of an affinity there. But then, you know, a few years later, you're getting actual pussy and you're not thinking of that anymore. Like, that's the cure, okay? Go have actual sex with people. Squid says the problem is the Me Too culture, which has been around since the 2000s at least. I guess I don't remember it since. I don't remember that since well into the 2010s. As a kid, I had a crush on April O'Neil. I will big time second that one. That was probably my first crush. Fucking April. With a ridiculous yellow jumpsuit. Standard issue for reporters, I guess. Fucking titties half hanging out in every episode. Fucking kid show. We got this chick fucking unbutton her fucking ridiculous jumpsuit, her titties hanging half out every episode. Not that I'm complaining. I'm just surprised they did it. But yeah, I didn't spend my whole fucking life obsessed with April O'Neil. You know, can't have sex with a regular chick. She's not April O'Neil. I mean, look, I may have had a girlfriend dress up in a yellow jumpsuit at one point in my life, like for my birthday or something, but that's neither here nor there, all right? So he says, April was fantastic. Don't think I had a thing for Lydia in the Beetlejuice cartoon, but probably thought she was cute. Who on earth would have a physical relationship with people? Well, apparently no one born after 1993. Apparently everyone born after 1993, the girls get their sexual gratification from likes on social media, and the boys get it from disturbing fucking anime. So you can get chicks to dress like April, though. You can get chicks to dress like a lot of things. You'd be amazed, man. Chicks love dressing up. So I know it sounds like a weird thing to, like, ask your girlfriend, like, oh, could you, like, you know, dress up like Wonder Woman or something? But they're down for it, all right? They're down for it, man. Did I see the new TMNT game trailer? I did. It looks fucking awesome. They just said it's coming out on PC and consoles. I assume we're getting a Switch port. That's the only fucking console I have right now. You know, I mean, I have older consoles, but I don't think they're porting it to the fucking NES or the Game Gear. So I assume it's coming on the Switch. Cynic in Chief says, have actual sex with cat boys. That's a Nick Fuentes quote. Yes, indeed. I was born in 1990, so I'm safe. Hey, one of the last people to actually be beating up the guts yourself. Instead, it's just jacking off to furry cuckold tranny porn. But yeah, new TMNT game looks like a lot of fun. Completely in the, you know, in the style, I guess, you know, canon, whatever you want to, not officially canon, but in that, you know, based on the universe of the old 80s cartoon. So yeah, looking fun. Hey, Backloff, were you ever involved with pickup artists? I mean, not really. Like, I dabbled in the manosphere shit a little bit back when I was doing my blog. I obviously have, you know, a lot of friends that were involved in that, but I mean, you know, I don't think anybody had described me as a pickup artist. I read some of the game stuff and all that, but, you know. So he says, I like the Switch, but the library is very limited and the games are super expensive. I don't know if they're super expensive. I mean, they're the same cost as other games. I don't think the used market ends up being as cheap as the other two systems out, but yeah, I don't think they're more expensive. Maybe, like I said, the used market maybe just because first-party Nintendo games in particular tend to just not go down a great deal used. And there's a reason for that. I'm going to be a Nintendo fanboy for a minute. Look, I will criticize Nintendo. I was shitting on Nintendo a couple of streams ago. But the reason Nintendo games hold their value when other games, you know, in the used market just plummet, is Nintendo games are fun. You know, other games, so many other AAA games are just based on being the newest thing, and they don't matter 10 seconds after they came out. I mean, I just recently bought Mario 3D Land and Bowser's Fury, and that was only $60. That's a standard game price. And I mean, hell, there's 2 games in it. So he says PS4 always has sales, has a huge library. I don't know if I'd say it has a huge library. I mean, you know, it has Spider-Man. I mean, I don't know what the fuck else there really is on there. I'm sure there's something else, but nothing I could think of. But yeah, Nintendo games are based more on fun than being cutting edge. Sometimes to the detriment. I mean,
Have you heard of Jesus?
Syndicate Chief sent me $20. Said happy 40th birthday. Well, let's not push me into the grave quite so fast. I'm not quite 40. All right, born in '83 over here. All right, so I'm staring down 40, but no, not quite 40. It's push me to the grave quite so fast. Donovan Warland says, ever since I got PC and Steam account, my Gen X ass has been lost to the PC Master Race movement. I don't know, man. The only real PC game... Now, granted, my shitty laptop, that's part of it, but there's a few PC games I play, but, like... The games I play on my PC, I should say, but, like I have Oddworld, the old Oddworld Abe's Odyssey. I got the Rocket Knight reboot. I have Pac-Man 256. This is the only, like, official PC games I really have on here. Oh, and I got it as a fan game, but I got Super Smash Land. It's like a demake of Smash Brothers, but done in like the style of being a Game Boy game.
Have you heard of Jesus?
Wandering Man sends $3. Says watch Secret Formula by Meat Cannon. It's 4 minutes long. We'll watch it later, man. My internet's pretty unstable tonight. I don't think we're gonna be able to watch anything tonight, but I'll go ahead and file that away for later. We'll watch it next time. Ouch, turning 40 this month. Yeah, I'm not quite 40. So he says, half the Nintendo games I played in this last decade were not fun at all. I don't know what you played, but, I mean, good God, even the fucking Wii U, for as ill-fated a system as it was, had plenty of fucking fun games. Hyrule Warriors was pretty fun. It was kind of disposable entertainment you sort of forget about 10 minutes after you're done, but it was definitely fun. Mario 3D Land's a lot of fun. I bought it again on the Switch. It's a lot of fun. Tropical Freeze was fucking amazing. What the hell else? Mario Maker was great. Mario Maker 2 kind of left me cold, and I can't really put my finger on why. I won't even say I dislike it, but it just... Maybe just not the novelty of it or something. I don't really understand why, but it didn't connect to me quite like the first one. It's the Switch, for example. For fuck's sake, the first game I got on the Switch, because, like, you know, my dad was like, oh, I want to get you a Christmas present, like 3 years ago. And I'm like, get me a Switch. I want a Switch. And he's like, you need a game for it. What game to get you? And I just wrote down, like, the various games I wanted on it. And one of them was Mario Rabbids. And that was the one they happened to fucking have. So it's the one he got me. That game is so much more fun than it has any right to be. Like, that's, on paper, that sounds like a fucking awful idea. It was a lot of fun. Of course, Breath of the Wild, for fuck's sake. Breath of the Wild is amazing. I still fuck around in that game. 3 years after the fact, I still will just, it's almost like a Zen fucking thing where I just, every once in a while to unwind, I just fire that the fuck up and wander around and kill some monsters. That game was a blast. The fucking sense of discovery and adventure in that fucking game, amazing. What else? What else? The hell? What is out? The Link's Awakening remake was kind of fun. Again, remake, you can hold that against it. Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8's fucking amazing. Like, Mario Kart 8 is fucking amazing. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I mean, fucking great. Smash Brothers is fun. Although I can't say I'm particularly happy with a lot of the DLC choices coming out for it, but nonetheless. Breath of the Wild is garbage. Are you the ice cream man from the fucking Discord server? Yeah, that's retarded. Let's see. Calamity Warriors were pretty good. Again, kind of like Hyrule Warriors. It's almost the opposite of Breath of the Wild. Like the story in Calamity Warriors is fucking fantastic. The gameplay, not as much. Sort of the inverse of Breath of the Wild. The fuck else did I play on the Switch? I mean, I had some stuff that was multi-platform on the Switch. Like Owlboy was alright. I did enjoy Owlboy. Mega Man 11's pretty good. Been some solid games last year. Hell, Nintendo's had a lot of fucking great shit the last 10 years. She says, find it funny, I'm often playing a game when back office taking jabs at PS4's library. Playing 40K Mechanicus right now. I'm sorry, man. What the fuck is on the PS4? Like, the Spider-Man. The Spider-Man looks awesome. But, what the fuck else, man? I couldn't tell you. So she says, why does Arini only like Fallout? I don't know. Who the fuck knows with him? He needs to try the brand new game of getting a job. That needs to be his next fucking game. Getting a fucking job. Maybe get the DLC of holding it for more than 6 months too while you're at it. Switch your PS4. I mean, I'm happy with the Switch. Granted, I mean, it is basically just a fucking tablet they shoved a fucking graphics card in, but whatever. I enjoy it. You don't buy Nintendo system for the hardware. Let's be real. That's not what you do. But yeah, man, a lot of great games. A lot of great Nintendo games past 10 years. Oh shit! Like again, if you're going to past 10 years, Link Between Worlds. Like, look at the 3DS. 3DS has a massively underrated fucking library. Link Between Worlds is one of the best Zelda games ever. I legit like it better than Link to the Past. You know, there is nothing Link to the Past does that Link Between Worlds doesn't do better. The Metroid 2 remake, great stuff. Fucking Kirby Roboland or Robot Land or fucking Kirby Robotnik Land or whatever the fuck it was called. That game's awesome. Kirby Triple Deluxe is pretty good, but the fucking Planet Robotnik or whatever is fucking amazing. Shit, man. Mario 3D Land was fun. It's a little forgettable, but it's fun. Zach the Bong Ripper says there's so much dead air on Backlot streams. I sometimes think there's something wrong with my speakers, but that's why I come here, for the production value. Well, that's why we're here. Let's see. Somebody says, what does Clary and Roosh think of Arini now? Well, you'd have to ask them. I don't speak for anyone. Nano Squid says it was Planet Robobot Boomer. I don't know why me forgetting the name of a game makes me a boomer. I'm not sure why that. What is that, a joke of like me being old and having Alzheimer's? Fuck it. I like Planet Robotnik better, so that's what we're calling it. Mike Lindell from MyPillow getting banned from Twitter says he will start a new social media site. Well, good luck to him. Hopefully the banks don't fucking blow him off at the knees there. That's the biggest problem. People talk about like the tech giants censoring stuff, and I mean that's obviously a problem. But you can't fucking, the banks will cut you off. And by the way, that's the reason they can do that. It's because of the fucking Patriot Act. People wonder why I shit on the right harder than the left, because I don't fucking expect anything from the left. Okay, but the right. I mean, let's be real. The fucking Republicans presided over the death of this country. This country fucking died in 9/11. Our response to it, the Patriot Act and all that other bullshit, all that shit is the reason these corporations are able to fuck us the way they are. So he says, say what you will about Clary. He's actually a great pickup. I've seen him do it. I mean, last I knew, he was dating this fucking 6 foot tall blonde Amazon goddess of a chick. And Clary's like 4 feet tall. Okay, Clary is like 1 inch away from being a midget. Okay? Like, Clary looks like if you were going to do an Alpha Flight movie, you could cast him as Puck. Like, God bless him, though. He's in great fucking shape. You should see him bounce up a fucking mountain like goddamn Spider-Man. Says I agree with the Patriot Act. And remember, it was the fucking right that did that. And it wasn't just the Republicans. Don't tell me, it was the Republicans. But no, it was every fucking conservative was applauding that dumb shit. Like, look, we all mourned Rush's passing a week or so ago. And yeah, I still do. But let's not forget, he spent the entire Bush years sucking W's dick. All right? Patriot Act's a great thing. Go after the bad guys. How'd that work out for us? So he says, Nano Squid says, I've met Clary in person, can't confirm manlet. But hey, dude, you can't fault the guy though. He's in great shape. He could kick most people's asses. Climbs mountains for fucking fun. Climbs his mountain of a girlfriend for fucking fun. Like, God bless him. He's living a dream. Good on him. His Amazon goddess will rock him to sleep in her arms. Like, So he says the Patriot Act was the worst thing since America getting involved in World War I. I contend that the Iraq War, another fucking fun goddamn disaster that W gave us, the Iraq War was our greatest foreign policy blunder since our involvement in World War I. Our involvement in World War I basically set the 20th century on fire. And historians will probably look back at the toppling of Saddam as a similar thing that just fucking wrecked the 21st century. Fuck W. W is the worst president we had in my lifetime. I'm gonna fucking. He's worse than the fucking than the fucking living corpse they got on fucking Pinocchio strings right now. Fuck W. I will legit celebrate when W dies. I will make a road trip to go find, because they'll probably bury his worthless ass in Arlington. I'll piss on his grave. Fucking arrest me. Fucking Obama wasn't as bad as W. Every shitty thing Obama did, it was because W fucking laid the groundwork for him. Fuck W. Piece of shit. The whole Bush clan is a bunch of fucking monsters. And all the fucking stupid conservatives, and especially the religious right evangelicals, they just fucking love W because, oh, he likes to pretend he's a cowboy. So, fucking idiots. So he says, looks like the 1.9 trillion package is going to get signed Friday. How long before the national debt gets to a quadrillion? Who knows? Who knows? So somebody did the math, by the way, and apparently that stimulus packet, if we were all just getting money, we'd get 10 grand each. So keep that in mind when you get your $1,400 check. That's basically them telling you, fuck you. That's like leaving a penny for a tip for the waitress. It's worse than nothing. W is a war criminal. This is true. Insane country, he'd be hanging by a noose. Insane country, him and Obama would be sharing a jail cell. Didn't Bush allow 9/11 to happen? Absolutely. I don't know if he was exactly in on it because he did look deer in the headlights when I told him. But yes, our government fucking knew that. I don't think they orchestrated it, but they absolutely knew it was coming and they allowed it because it served their purposes. Yeah, fuck W. All the bad things in life should happen to him. So he says, I knew the Republicans at the time that did not know what to think of it. Really, they were lost after the Patriot Act and Bush. They hate big government and dynasty, and the party embraced both. Honestly, man, almost every fucking Republican I knew, like, you know, all of them fucking adored W. Oh, they thought the Iraq War was a good fucking idea. All that dumb shit. You couldn't criticize it at the time. People forget that. Like, remember when the Dixie Chicks were like, yeah, fucking Iraq War is a terrible idea, and their stupid fucking redneck fans wanted to string them up? Dave Chappelle had a fucking funny joke where he talked about, like, I don't want to criticize the Iraq War because I saw what they did to them Dixie Chicks, and if they did that to some pretty white girls, they would fucking hang my black ass. Like, so he says, COVID, the new 9/11 and Patriot Act. Yes. But again, don't forget that, you know, 9/11's the fucking, 9/11 was the foundation for this shit. Yeah, fuck W. The whole reason for voting for Trump, by the way, was to drain the swamp. And that stupid, thick-headed fucking orange man decided, oh, I guess I should hire Michael Bolton. That would have probably been better. John Bolton, yeah, hire Michael Bolton. I can't imagine Michael Bolton would have been a worse fucking addition to his cabinet. But no, hire John Bolton. Just hire washed up 80s and 90s singers for his cabinet. Fucking Michael Bolton, Bryan Adams. Just the whole New Kids on the Block. Just all of them. All of them are holding one position, too. Well, that would have been better. It couldn't have been worse. Fucking Flava Flav as his press secretary. Why the fuck not? That's right, Chad. Singing When a Man Loves a Woman would have solved our Middle East problems. Fucking what's it? Send over the diplomat George Michael. Settle things. It couldn't have turned out worse. Somebody says, kind of crazy how Gen X was skipped over when it comes to holding political power. Went from boomers to the tail end of millennials. That's because Gen X was too busy being ironic to ever fucking run for office. Yes, I'd like to introduce my new Secretary of Agriculture, Brian Adams. He's just standing there like, I don't even know what this job does. He's like, don't worry, you'll figure it out, Brian. Fucking Rick Astley in there, just make him the vice president. Fucking fire Pence off the bat. Vice President Rick Astley. Trump sounds ready for 2024, does he? Oh, okay. Fan fucking tastic. First of all, I don't know who they stole the election, and there's nothing stopping them from stealing it again. So I don't know where everybody's getting this. We'll get them next time, gang. I don't know where the fuck you think that's coming from. Okay, how? What's your fucking plan there? Secondly, at this point, it's like go home, go to fuck home, Trump. All right, like I don't even hate you or anything, but you obviously fucked this up. Okay, go home. Take your fucking cringy ass family with you. Just go the fuck home. Okay, you fucked up. All right. Let like the governor of Florida or fucking Ted Cruz or something run, okay? No, you're just gonna make everything a fucking circus again. And on the off chance you got back in there, you didn't learn a fucking thing, okay? Did you see his CPAC speech when he was like, so much winning, you guys? I don't know why my Trump sounds like a tired Eric Cartman, but whatever. Like, just so much winning. It was not so much winning. It was a massive deficit of winning, okay? You didn't learn a thing. So even if you could fucking win in 2024, what are you going to do? You just going to fuck around for another 4 years, not draining the swamp? Maybe this time they'll flat out kill you. And probably get away with it. So he says Cruz may not be able to run for president. He was born in Canada. Well, I mean, Obama was born in Kenya. What's your point? That don't matter no more. It was part of the plan. That's right, chat. Trust the plan. Winning in the same way Charlie Sheen was winning when he was getting AIDS. That's right. But yeah, assuming a Republican can get in there, like let it be like the governor of Florida or some shit. What the hell's that guy's name? I don't know. Florida Man. We'll just call him Florida Man. Let Florida Man win. Florida Man 2024. All right. Fuck it. Let him go into the White House on meth riding an alligator. All right, fine. But yeah, and look, I don't have any personal animosity towards Trump. I'm sure his heart was in the right place. Okay, fine. Okay, A for effort, buddy. But no, and not even an A for effort. It's the thought that counts, I guess. Okay. But no, go home, Trump. All right. You want to do something quiet. Okay, just fucking try to fund a social media company or a media company or something to combat some of this fucking propaganda, maybe. But other than that, just go fucking home, okay? Just fucking go home. You know, be glad they didn't JFK you and go the fuck home. That's right, Chad. Resident Evil 8 Vampire Mommy for president in 2024. I fully support that. I, for one, welcome our new vampire mommy overlords. DeSantis is the name of Florida man, by the way, according to chat. And that does sound right. So he says, I think they'll jail him. I don't think they will. I think they're too busy just going on a rampage. They're too busy trying to hide the smell from Biden's rotting corpse. I've got a team of people for breezing it 24/7. So he says Trump will do lots of public stuff while his team does things in the background, like would ban it. Okay, yeah, no more trust the plan shit. Cool. It's any day now. The arrests will start. Well, I think the arrests will start, but not the way we think. Nano Squid is trying to tell me how to pronounce Florida man's name. So you keep saying DeSantis, but I keep hearing Florida man. So that's what I'm going to say. His name is Florida man. Florida man runs for president. Just strolling into town, riding a giant fucking alligator. Just fucking off his gourd on bath salts. It'll be fucking amazing. Biden died 2 weeks ago. Oh, did you see your deep fakes? Oh, lordy. Nano Squid's still trying to get me to pronounce it. Okay, let me try again. Florida man. Okay, did I get it right this time? Somebody says, is the MCU dead? I don't know about that. Fucking WandaVision was great. So, I don't know. I think it's still got some life in it. Yeah, WandaVision was awesome. We'll see about Falcon and Winter Soldier, but WandaVision kicked ass. And I'm actually kind of excited for Doctor Strange too. I don't know when we're gonna finally get that, but it's supposedly called in the Multiverse of Madness, and the villain is a character called Shumagorath, which is basically Marvel's version of Cthulhu. So yeah, that sounds like it'd be a lot of fun. Bernie's gonna win this time. Okay. WandaVision is a normie cash grab. I don't know what the fuck you watched. First 2 episodes are kind of weak ass, but it really picks up after that. It's fucking great after that. Nano Squid says WandaVision was ass. Fuck off. Don't act like you actually watched it. Okay? Like, don't even fucking come at me like you actually watched it. Alright? I'm sorry it's not some obscure Animu or Warhammer, so you just automatically don't like it. But yeah, you didn't even watch it. So get the fuck out of here with that. That's right. It's pronounced Gator Wrestler. That's his name. That's somebody says, sorry, sadly, MCU ran out of good stories and starting to pick up stuff. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what, I don't know what, they haven't put anything out yet. Now, look, there's probably going to be some shit they're going to do. I'm sure they're going to do, like, you know, fucking, Oh, what the hell is it? A Muslim Miss Marvel and shit like that. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch that. Boy, you know, WandaVision was good. Doctor Strange 2 sounds really good. That's right, chat. Bernie can still win. He's still got it. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up because I got some other stuff I want to do tonight on my day off, my birthday off. Folks, if you enjoy the show, do consider supporting the show. We have the paypal.me/thebeckoff, streamlabs.com/thebeckoff, and the Amazon wishlist down below if you want to get me something for the old birthday. Let's see. So that's about it for tonight.